Rise and shine, Central Illinois. It is Monday, September 28th. Matt Sheehan, we've got some clouds that are rolling in this morning in downtown Peoria.
That was a cool shot right there. It looked like an awesome, kind of foggy. That was pretty cool.
I tell you what, it's always good to see you filling in for Mark Welp this morning.
Absolutely.
How was your drive-in coming in with these more fall-like temperatures? That's
right. I woke up, walked outside, little rain drizzling on me. I'm sure Molly will get to that later. Felt cool. Not like yesterday at all, though.
Yeah, absolutely. She will. Like you just said, she'll give us our full forecast in just a little bit.
All right. Well, now for this morning's headlines. In our top story today, 4 Peoria women are dead after a car crash this weekend. They were all under the age of 23.
That's right. That wreck happened in the 3400 block of Southwest Washington Street yesterday morning. Authorities say just after 3:40 a.m., the driver of a car was speeding when she lost control, spinning out before hitting a tree. Now, according to Peoria County Coroner Jamie Harwood, 3 of the women in the car were found trapped inside. The other was thrown out from that car. First responders got there just minutes later to treat the victims.
But the 4 women, Jasmine Burns, Diamond Williams, Quanna Lynn Thomas, and Taisha Thomas, were all pronounced dead less than an hour after the crash. The incident remains under investigation by Peoria police.
Well, we also know the name of the man who died after being hit by a motorcycle Saturday morning. According to County Coroner, again, Jamie Harwood, 49-year-old Alan Hunlin from Peoria likely died instantly after suffering head trauma and other blunt force trauma injuries. Authorities say that wreck happened in the Limestone Township area just after midnight in the 7400 block of West Plank Road. The crash remains under investigation and toxicology test report results are still pending.
A man is dead after a shooting in Peoria this weekend. It happened Saturday night around 11:15. Peoria police responded to a shot spotter alert where 4 rounds reportedly were set off in the 1500 block of South Faraday. Officers found a man with a gunshot wound. He was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. He was pronounced dead at the hospital yesterday morning. Peoria police say the incident is now a homicide investigation. The man's identity and injuries will be released after his autopsy. But at this time, the autopsy date has not yet been confirmed. If you have any info, you're asked to contact Peoria police as soon as possible.
Vanished without a trace, but not forgotten. Last week marked 3 years since Alexis Scott went missing. Last night, a group gathered to make sure that people don't forget that she could still be out there. Our own Austin Schick was there and explains what happened.
Alexis Scott was last seen here on Richmond Avenue back in 2017. Now, 3 years later, her family and her friends are still looking for answers. Gone without a trace. 3 years ago on September 22nd, a then 20-year-old Alexis Scott went missing.
Never imagined that I'd ever be going through this with any of my children. No, I have 3.
Sunday night, protesters came out to Richmond Avenue, the street she was last seen on.
Today is the day I actually filed a police report on her missing status. It took about 4 to 5 days for me to really hear back from her friends.
The group of around 20 prayed, chanted for justice, and is determined to find answers. April Allen, Alexis's mom, was there and says the whole situation is frustrating.
People in the community who share what they know and what has been shared with them. And I have no way of knowing what's true, what's not.
Kristen Meyercourt has been part of the Alexis Scott campaign since the beginning. She wants more people to get involved and help search.
The community as a whole has seemed to have brushed this off. This is a great turnout. I'm very happy for this. But we literally have to beg and plead for people to come out, help us search.
The group is calling for Peoria police to devote more time to Alexis's case and other unsolved cases in the city.
She just gets pushed further back and further back and further back, and we're not going to let them forget about it. We're going to hold everybody accountable.
Those with the Alexis Scott campaign saying they won't give up hope no matter how long it takes. In Peoria, Austin Schick, WMBD News.
In the Twin Cities, a rally held yesterday by the McLean County Republicans set out to show police, fire, and EMT personnel their job is valued. The event hosted at the Corn Crib featured displays from local businesses, community tributes, and appearances from local lawmakers. Organizers say the goal is to let first responders know they should be appreciated, not just now, but every day. We spoke with Congressman Darren LaHood, who says it's time to end talks across the nation to defund the police.
I don't look at this as a Republican or Democrat issue. This should be a bipartisan or a nonpartisan issue, supporting our police. They're the ones that are helping our citizens every day, protecting families, protecting senior citizens, and we need to support them now more than ever.
He also said he supports the David Dorn Act, an act that supports law enforcement across the U.S.
The Bloomington City Council will be meeting tonight to decide whether to create a public arts commission for the city. The conversation from last week then turned into action as city staff members wrote up an ordinance that, if voted for, would create a commission that would select which art pieces should be allowed in parks, buildings, or on sidewalks. If the council approves that ordinance, a seven-member public arts commission would be created, consisting of 2 members from both the Bloomington Cultural Commission and Citizens Beautification Committee, as well as 3 members of the public. The commission would propose to the mayor and council an annual public arts program that identifies specific programs, program goals for the year, means of achievement, and proposed expenditures. That meeting starts tonight at 6 o'clock, and it will be available to watch on YouTube. Now here's a look at the weather with meteorologist Molly Naslund.
Well, good morning, everyone. 52 in Peoria on our Brave Law Center camera. We are off to a bit of a gloomy start for your Monday morning, but the good news is we do have a green light on your commute today. We are bringing in a chance for some showers as we get throughout the rest of the day, though. Otherwise, we're just going to see the cloudier skies. Shelby?
Thank you, Molly. 5:07 right now. Here's a look at traffic to get you out the door this morning. In Normal, prepare for some intermittent lane closures on Hovey Avenue from White Oak Road to west of Cottage Avenue. Crews are doing some pavement works for about 2 weeks. In Bloomington, crews will start fixing an inlet at 207 East Washington Street. Drivers should expect a lane to be shifted. That work is expected to be finished by Tuesday. And construction is underway on Old US 66 in McLean County. IDOT crews are doing some pavement repairs from Fox Creek Road southwest of Bloomington to Shirley. Prepare for intermittent lane closures through the end of October. Matt?
All right, thanks, Shelby. Coming up, President Trump's choice for a seat on the Supreme Court justice is expected on Capitol Hill, and what Joe Biden is suggesting to Republicans to do with the nomination.